Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Alec Fowler of Chesaning football. How's it going?
Great. How are you doing?
Doing well. So first practice was today. It
Yes,
is
it was.
done, is complete. How was it?
It was a great practice. I feel like we got a lot done. Very energetic. Everybody's loving it, but I'm sure we just got to bring the energy tomorrow, and everybody's gonna be sore and you know the usual.
What are some of the thing? Okay, what were some of the highlights of practice today?
Um, Highlights. I would say our 7-on-7s because everybody was flying around having a great time. We pretty much started practice like that after Wendy's. So yeah, definitely 7-on-7s. Everybody's looking great. We got some athletes on the team.
Yeah, for sure. So coming into this season, this is your senior year, and first off, can you believe that you're a senior?
No, it's very hard to believe. I feel like I'm still a sophomore, if not a freshman. I feel so young.
I mean, but coming into this year, that, constantly, building the program. This is, of course, coach's second year
Yeah.
with as head coach. So what was it like kind of, I know he was on the staff the year before he became head coach, but what was it like to, just have him, I know you guys learned a lot, and now heading into this year, what do you feel like, how are you getting used to him and he's getting used to you guys and all that?
I feel like a lot of the getting used to was last year for sure, but this year we're firing on all cylinders. I think we're gonna do great. We had our first winning season since 2014 last year, and coach is definitely a big part of that. He's a really good coach. He stays on us, but he doesn't get really too aggressive.
No, I don't think I've ever asked this, or I haven't asked this in a while, but what's it like to win a football game?
Oh, it's the best feeling ever. But losing is the worst feeling ever. So it goes back and forth.
That was
But
my next
winning definitely.
that was my next question. It's like, it's like to handle the wins, to handle the losses. What's it like? How do you handle a loss?
It's you just got to go home and just sit through it. Think about what you could have done better, what the team could have done better, what you got to change really. And everybody's got something they got to change. Nobody ever has perfect games, and there's always stuff to fix.
Yeah. What are you really going into? It's like, okay, if I can do these few things, I can really do well.
I just try to stay concentrated and then just keep the energy. Energy is everything. I feel like so you got to keep the team energetic, and you can't let them get down. You got to keep their head up because every player matters on the field really, and on the sidelines.
Yeah. Okay, so how would you describe yourself on the field?
I definitely talk a little too much sometimes, I think. But besides the talk, I think I'm tough, a tough nosed player. I love to hit, and I just like getting after it, like getting after my teammates too.
Yeah. So coming into this year, knowing that it is your senior year, heading into those first 2 weeks, what do you feel like you guys need to do to get to where you need to go?
What do we need to do? We just gotta stay concentrated. We can't lose the concentration. It was there today for sure, but I think it's definitely gonna dwindle. But we just gotta stay on top of it. We gotta stay on top of each other, and yeah.
Okay, so I know you're if I'm not mistaken, I don't know if they've named captains yet. So what's it like? I know from talking with coach yesterday, I think they did name captains, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, we got two captains for sure right now. We gotta vote for two more.
Okay. So what really kind of, I know you have a pretty outgoing personality. Where did that really come from?
I think it came from I have three brothers, so I was always competing with them. I always wanted to do better. I always wanted to be more successful. And as the youngest, it's yeah. So yeah, I've always been in the weight room because I don't want to be the small one. I've always been getting picked on, and then I want to be a part of everything. I love it. I love staying busy. I hate staying home, sitting on the computer, sitting on my phone, or laying in my bed. And that's all I think about is what can I do?
Okay, so okay, let me ask you this: what do you do if you're what do you do if you're like having a bad day or something?
I do a lot of breathing exercises. I learned that from wrestling. I just it's a deep breath in through the nose, and then fill it up a little bit more, and then you let it out slowly through the mouth, and then you do 3 to 5 of those, and it really calms me down. But when I like really can't shake it off, I just try to talk. I like to talk to my brothers, my mom. I think it's important to talk about when you're having a bad day.
Yeah. Um, talk about like, you're always involved with the program and, with, running camps and all that stuff. And what, just kind of talk about all the extra things that you kind of do to help out the program.
Yeah, we like you said, our coach set up some camps, and I love being with the little kids. I just love football. I love being a part of it as much as possible. So I feel like that's why I really want to be involved with it as much as I can, because especially now that it's my last season, it's coming to me. Like I got to be a part of it. When else am I going to be able to be a part of it?
Yeah. So let me ask you this. What drives you?
What drives me? Just I want to be better. I just want to be great. You know, I just why not? If you're going to do something, why not be the best at it or great at it?
Yeah. So I know that, like, from being outgoing, being as driven as you are, it's just like when you do well and when you don't do well, it does affect you in a way. When you experience the failure, how do you handle that? I know I kind of asked that before, but
My experience of failure. How do I handle it? Again, breathing exercises and talking for sure, but just you gotta keep grinding. It's all about the grind. I feel like that definitely helps you get through a lot of stuff mentally. Like into the gym, going to do those little workouts on the field, and getting with friends and doing that same stuff, because most of my friends play football, if not all of them. So we'll hit the field. And I mean, sometimes we've got to throw the boxing gloves on. We'll throw the boxing gloves on.
so going so when you're just like out doing like just out doing like just hanging out with friends, what do you guys like to do?
Go play basketball at Showboat. That's our park right in town, and then go up to the field definitely. And we do a lot of going out to eat.
Nice. Anytime that, and it does help because most of those guys are probably your teammates. So
Right. Yeah.
it just does that commodity and all that stuff.
Yeah. It's you definitely get to know them after 3 or 4 years of playing with them, and then we played back together in like middle school and elementary school. Most of the kids are like they've been there since day one, so you definitely got to know them a lot better.
Okay. So let's talk about these 9 weeks, and I know they're good. There's going to be some
It's gonna
highs
be
and lows, and kind of what do you want to really kind of see out of these first few weeks out of you guys?
these first few weeks. I want people to put their head down and just get going. That's what everybody's got to do, and then once they feel themselves getting better, I think they're going to be addicted to it. They're going to want to keep coming back. They're going to want to keep improving. They're going to want to keep winning. And so that's the thing. I think everybody's motivated by winning, and that's definitely a big part of Coach Walter's plan. Is just you got to stay motivated and keep getting there.
Okay. Well, let's get to know you a little bit. How about that?
Okay,
Okay. So, what is your favorite play to run in football?
like my favorite route would probably be an 8, but probably my favorite play we do like colors, and this new play we got this year is like you choice route. So you either pick deep or you do a dig back to the sideline. So I think that's probably teal or gray is what we call it.
Okay. Um, Kind of matches my shirt a little bit.
Yeah, it does.
Um, so okay. So favorite sports team to root for?
Definitely the Lions, and they're going to be great this year. We're winning the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Hopefully, I really hope so.
All
At
right.
least
Well,
get the playoffs.
this podcast will be on here for a while, so that who time will tell if this is a
We'll
good
see.
sports or a bad sports take.
All
So
right.
we'll have to see. Um, okay. Where if you get okay, so if you went out to eat, where would you most likely go? Where's your favorite restaurant?
Most of the times, me and my friends we go hit a T-Bell right in town, and then we park our cars in parking spots and just kind of carpool there. But
Yeah,
if we're going out to eat, we probably pick an Applebee's or B-Dubs every time.
yeah, that hits the spot there,
It
especially
does.
after wins too.
Yes, yes, for sure.
Um, okay, so I know you. So you said B Dubs and Applebee's. I must ask this: what is your favorite appetizer?
No, the boneless wings.
Okay, okay.
Boneless honey barbecue boneless wings.
I mean, me personally, I can't go. I can never go wrong with mozzarella sticks.
Oh, you can't. You can't.
No, you can. Um, let's see. Who's a famous person you want to meet?
Maybe first I want to meet Megatron. Definitely Megatron.
You want to meet Calvin?
Kelvin Johnson.
Yes. Let's see. Hmm. Um, what is one game that you remember what is one high school football game that you remember the most? It can be a win, it could be a loss, but what's the most memorable game that it's like, oh, I did so good, or I'm like, we needed that. We should have won that.
It's not like it wasn't a close game at all, but Byron, it was homecoming. Both stands were packed. It was a great game. We beat them 69-0, 3 points away from the school record. So I mean that kind of butthurt over that, but you can't really do nothing about it.
Yeah.
And I just think I had a great game. I don't think I let up a pass. And then yeah.
Okay. All right. Name three goals that these could be team goals or anything that you have for the upcoming season.
I want to personally. I want to get four touchdowns, on offense. Or I mean, if I get defensive touchdowns too, that's okay. And then I want to say 5 picks. That's my goal this season is 5 picks. Be a
Okay.
ball hawk. And then team goal, just make it deep in the playoffs. Give a great run, give a good run, and let's see how far we can take it. I'm excited.
Okay. All right. And now here might be um okay. So now you get to put your now the okay, we're gonna go back to food again. Pick your top five fast food restaurants. Now they could be like your Wendy's, your Arby's, your McDonald's. Then there's the premium fast food. That's like your Qdobas, your Chipotle's, and all that. Restaurants count too. So, and by the way, one is your ultimate favorite, and five is it is my favorite, but there are four better than that.
All right, number one, T-Bell. Definitely got to be T-Bell. I always love getting the chicken chipotle melts. So good every time.
Okay.
Two, Wendy's. They got some really good burgers. I really love me a Wendy's burger.
Okay.
Um, Number three, McDonald's. I think those are the solid three at the top. And then 4 and 5. I think four, B-Dubs and Go. They just got one recently in Saginaw, and you just
Nice.
get your wings and go.
It's is it
And
like a
then
fast food place?
yeah, I think so. They got like windows. You just drive. It takes a little bit longer than a normal fast food place, but yeah.
Right.
And then 5. It's hard. Probably Raising Cane's. They got really good chicken tenders.
You get yeah. Raising Canes. Well, you must find a Raising Canes because there's no
Yeah, they're few and far between.
yeah. Okay. Last thing, name three things people do not know about Alec Fowler.
I actually grew up on a dairy farm. Like I guess I'm still growing up on a dairy farm, but it's you're always working, waking up early, going to bed
I
late.
got a buddy that lives on one of those things.
Really, where at?
Somewhere in Wisconsin.
Another thing some people don't know about me. Don't people know about me? Um, I love watching wrestling videos. I guess. I mean, people know I wrestle, but I don't think people really. That's a lot of what I watch is wrestling and football highlights.
Yeah.
Guess most people know that though. Number three. Oh, I'm always up at the field with my brothers, competing, yelling, screaming, fighting sometimes.
Nice. Nice. All right. Well, Alec, thank you so much for coming on and talking with us and
Yeah, thank you
best
for
of
having
luck
me.
this season, bud.
Thank you.